Whoops. Well, I'm just going to wing it. Down by the river, that's where I make my home. Down by the river, I can watch my women grow. Watch my women growing. Watch my women grow. Mother Nature's womb, deep in the valley, wildflowers bloom, wildflowers blooming, wildflowers bloom. Wildflowers blooming. That's what I'm talking about. In England night the snow's falling through the creeps, the wolves are howling, mountains rise above it all. The eagles cry and crows are calling, the stars, the skies all of it all. You know that you're alive. Let you know that you're alive. Let you know that you're alive. Wow. Woo, excuse me. Anyhow, so this is the Electric Podcast, edition number 112. So I do this 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So 112, that would be 22 weeks. This is the 22nd week, which would be 5.5 months of consistency. Even when we're on vacation, out of town, I should say. Even if I'm having technical difficulties. And it's good, it's fun. It seems like an obligation, it seems like working out. You know, if you skip a day working out, even though, you know, it might be a relief, you feel like you're missing something. Or meditating. I used to meditate in yoga every day, but since I've been moving into the new atelier, l'atelier, I've sort of left that by the wayside. But I think it's okay. I justify that by the fact that I am doing a lot of physical labor. I've been carrying this stuff up the hill manually. You know, we didn't rent a trek or anything. So every day, carrying up 1 or 2 new pieces of furniture, new loads of belongings and so forth. So that, I think, qualifies for a workout of a sort. You know Jocko Willink? He gets up at 4 a.m., he's a madman, and he does a workout, and he says the indicator of whether your workout is adequate or not is whether or not you break a sweat. And so coming up the hill every day, I always check my forehead, and yeah, sure enough, there is a glistening sheen of salty perspiration. So all that to say is that I'm thinking of reducing the frequency of these emissions, nocturnal or not. And I'm wondering what you think about that. Do you think I should keep doing them 5 days a week, or should I think I'm going to reduce it down to maybe 3, and then maybe down to 2, and then maybe down to 1. That way there'll be more material. Maybe I could prepare a little bit more, because as it is now, not today, that was an original. That's called Down by the River. I wrote that years ago. And what I have been doing is learning a song a day. It takes about between 15 minutes and an hour to learn the song. And then I perform the song. And then after the video is done, I copy it down from Facebook, and then re-upload it to YouTube. And then I repost that link to various social media entities, such as the ones you're all familiar with. So, and that takes quite a bit of effort as well because I do that in tandem on my gram of Instas. If you can look it out, it's called Electric Paul, at Electric Paul. Ampersand, no, not ampersand. What is that called? What is the A inside of a circle called? It's got to have a word to it and a name. Anyway, so on the Instagram, I have it alternating between these podcasts and an image or a small short video, which is unrelated to the podcast. It's either some of my artwork or some other person's artwork that I've seen in the streets, or funny things I've noticed that I find amusing. So that's what I've been doing, and there's so many of you watching right now. I'm wondering if anyone has any opinion as to whether what I should be doing here, if I should reduce the frequency or so forth. What do you think? I can wait. Okay, well, if anyone has any suggestions or tips or questions, please feel free to write them in the comments. And that's what's going on. Oh, I wanted to show you this. One of the best things about Paris is street finds, and I found a couple of these. I found 3 of them, but I broke one of them almost immediately. But they're pretty cool, aren't they? So my whole concept here is to fill the apartment with cherry street finds. That's the idea. Anyhow, thanks everyone for coming to watch, and I'm going to try to do a better rendition of this composition entitled Down by the River. This I wrote, it's more than 20 years ago now, and it was on the occasion of the birth of a friend's daughter, and it happened to coincide, and we went and visited them in their alpine mountain home, sort of like Swiss Family Robinson sort of situation in the Cascade Mountain Range. Where I make my home, down by the river. I can watch my women grow, watch my women growing, watch my women grow. Wildflowers blooming. That's what I'm talking about. In the night, the snow is falling, through the creeps, the wolves are howling, mountains rise above it all. Eagles crying, crows are calling, the skies, all of it all. Let you know that you're alive. 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 Voilà quoi. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Et à bientôt. À demain.